This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
Boom, 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 boom.
No way.
Oh!
From the Queen Studios of New York, UFC Fight Night, Fight Week, Charlotte, with Justine Kish, live with the MMA-Holes. What's up, friends and family? Everybody, I hope everyone's wonderful. TGIW, I hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Let me hear in the chat right now. We got people going crazy in that chat room, and we have a special guest right off the bat, right off the top of the show. We're coming in running. We're hitting the ground running over here. We have a good friend of the show. Welcome back, Justine Kish, live on the MMA-Holes. Justine, welcome back to the show. There she is.
Oh, hey, you guys. It's awesome to be on MMA-Holes again. How are you guys?
We're good. We like to say wonderful over here on the MMA-Holes. So it's always good to have you back on the show. And I know you're a busy woman right now. I mean, there is a fight this weekend. In the middle of fight week, everything's got to be going crazy. I see you on Instagram doing wild stuff over there, getting ready for this fight. And all I see is big smiles right now. You seem like your spirits are super high.
My spirits are always super high when it's fight week. I'm excited to compete. There's a lot of work that goes into it. And I'm also happy I have my fellow companion with me, my dog Merlin. So he makes me happy all the time. This is my home city. Like my hometown is Cramerton, North Carolina. I usually, when people ask where I live, I say, well, do you know where Charlotte is? And they're like, yes. I'm like, okay, I live a few miles outside of Charlotte, called Cramerton, North Carolina, but I commute to Charlotte on a daily basis. I'm all over the place in this training, but it's really cool because I have a lot of community support, and I'm running around town out of all these different gyms, and then I go to one place in Gastonia for my MMA training. So I decided to stay on the East Coast, and it was amazing. It was a great decision.
Wow, North Carolina, you play front of your hometown. I mean, this is insanity now. I mean, what is it like leading up to something in your hometown? I mean, North Carolina, it can't get any bigger than this for you.
It's different. It's different now because the exposure that I have now is much bigger than I was fine if it was, I would do fine if it was one person watching me or a million people watching me. Like, I get that tunnel vision, it's competition, but it's a little bit different for me during fight week because there's people that stop me in grocery stores that know me, and I don't know. They're like, I kind of get scared around town because they're like, oh, hey, Justine. I don't know if they know me from fighting. I don't know if they remember me from high school, from middle school, and like grade school. I mean, I was a little shithead in grade school, so I don't know if it was like, like a former principal, like, I don't. So I'm trying to like figure out, okay, how do they know me? I mean, there's no telling, but the majority is usually for UFC now, just because the exposure. And I'm saying this a lot is just really funny. It just caught me a little off guard. My mom isn't driving around right now just because of her health, so I do her grocery shopping for her. And fight week, I do my own grocery shopping and I do her grocery shopping separate, just because I'm a little OCD sometimes. So for her cart, there's like Cool Whip and Eggos, there's strawberries, there's all these things I don't have or I can't have. And I can't tell you how many times people stop me and they're like, should you be eating this stuff? I'm like, well, you got me. Like, I don't know how to explain it to them, like what I'm doing. But
at 115.
So yeah, it's weird. I kind of get startled because I don't know how they remember me. I don't know if it's a good memory, me being a little a crazy kid memory or from the UFC. So I
Mm,
have to like ask, like, hold on, how do you know me? And then
yeah.
we can.
Your head's got to be spinning. It's got to be spinning, especially being back home and everyone's stopping you in the street and stuff like that. Do you get a lot of pictures and stuff? Everyone's running up to you, snapping shots and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I get a lot of pictures. Merlin gets way more pictures than I do. He's stealing all of my thunder. My dog Merlin Francis, so it's totally fine with me. But I think people stop me to get a picture for a second, and they're like, "Oh no, can I get a picture of your dog?"
Can we talk Merlin for a second? Hold on. Now, I went on your Instagram and I noticed this. I looked over there and right off the bat, I saw a picture of you and your dog. Now, is this when they're doing the actual like photos for?
Yeah, he's sitting right there next to me, and we have to kind of move. He has to be right at my ankle. So we're in the middle of a photo shoot. This is for Fight Week. This is for the promo. So when he's playing with his toy right now. So when you guys see like the shadow boxing and the TV and like you see the promotion before the fight. Merlin's sitting right there and he's just watching me, and he's watching every move. And then they asked me to pick him up and do the Lion King.
That's hysterical. So you must have some good snapshots from that. I mean, this is probably one of the most hilarious things I've seen over here. It looks like you're having a good time on your way to the week.
Yes, I'm definitely having a good time. I got to bring my friends with me to Fight Week to check in. My coaches can relax. Like my coach just got back from Italy, so I had to felt like a little bit of a lost puppy while he was gone. But luckily, I had my good friends in different martial arts gyms, and they kindly opened up their studio for me while my coach and my regular teammates were gone, and they worked with me, and they've known me since I was a kid. But that's just the kind of support I have here. Like, even though I haven't been to certain gyms in forever, if they know I'm, struggling with something, then they do what they can to help me. And I just can't, explain how grateful that makes me feel for them,
It's gotta
and
be awesome.
there's a lot of gym hopping when that goes around between wrestling and jiu-jitsu and with jiu-jitsu and with kickboxing, with strength and conditioning, with swimming. I'm at a whole bunch of different gyms, and I have the support and the smiles every morning. It makes training really, really pleasant.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, we're live here with Justine Kish. Justine's fighting this weekend, UFC Charlotte, North Carolina, versus a Ji Yeon Kim. I'm definitely screwing up that name there. Ji Yeon Kim.
Me too. I think you're saying it way better than I am.
Now, where do you think Ji Yeon Kim got her haircut? I mean, let's be honest. That thing is a little bit ridiculous over there. It looks like, I don't know, put a bowl on her head.
It's definitely a true definition of a bowl cut, right?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Now, Ji Yeon Kim, a formidable opponent over here at 6-1-2. They put you up over here, hometown. What can we look for in this fight? Now, for those of you that don't know, Justine Kish has been on before. She fought Felice Herrig, and that fight was insanity. I don't know if we should go there, but it did happen. And honestly, I have to say this: that fight over there, that has to be the explosion of Justine Kish, no pun intended. You definitely bursted onto the scene with that fight. So, in hindsight, looking back at that fight, do you feel that might have been a blessing in disguise, putting you into the limelight? Because a lot of people know who you are now.
Oh, man. I hope not.
Well, hey, listen, you got to make the best of it. I mean, for Jesus Christ, it is what it is, and you handled it like a champ. You came back, and Felice Herrig, by the way, is no slouch. You look at your record here, 6-1-0, and your only loss is to Felice Herrig, who's fighting Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I mean, Felice Herrig is on top of her game.
She's doing great. I mean, this is the best I've ever seen Felice. You're right. I didn't mean to interrupt. What else were you going to say about her?
No, to say, taking a loss to Felice is not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it's a learning experience right there. What can you take from that loss going into this next fight this weekend?
I learned a lot from. I grew up an athlete. I grew up in sports all my life, so I can handle loss. I learned a lot. What's the hardest thing to handle is waiting months and months and months to shake it off. I can't just go compete the next weekend, no matter how badly I want to. With UFC, there you have to wait, and you have to wait your turn, and other people want the spotlight, and they have to go through the brackets. So it's months and months of waiting, and what you can expect from me from this fight is this fight's going to be a lot different because I will be fighting at 125, which is my preferred weight category. I've actually have a little bit over, roughly over, this is a rough number, but around 20, 25 fights at 125. And at 115, which is where I fought Felice Herrig, actually at 115, I had to cut 17 pounds for that fight. Like that was really tough. For this one, I'm 4 pounds over right now, and I still have all the way till Friday until I have to make weight. So I feel like I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be faster. Like in my mind, I was fine in that fight, but I look at myself, and I finally, got the courage to rewatch that fight, and I just feel like it looks like I've never fought before, and I think people are really going to be surprised, especially with the UFC crowd, like the people that haven't really followed me before prior to the UFC. Obviously a few people know now, but I feel like I'm really strong. I'm a really good athlete at 125. I felt like it was, I feel like the recovery kind of ruined my performance. I don't want to make excuses. Maybe it was just a horrible night for me. It was off. But the hardest thing from that fight was I couldn't just go compete the next weekend and just make sure I wasn't getting worse, that, my skill sets weren't dropping, that it was just an off night for me. Yeah. But it's really hard to hang on a loss for months and months. But a lot of people don't know this because I really can't talk about it. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with myself after the loss. But then a few weeks later, I got a call from my agency, and they said, hey, so there's a show. We think you'd be awesome at it. Don't say no just yet. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like American Ninja Warrior meets Naked and Afraid meets Power Rangers meets The Last Samurai. I don't know how to explain this show that I was on, but it took a month to film, and we're gonna start promoting it in March and spring. So I'm like under a non-disclosure agreement, but that really got it was a challenge. It was a reality-based challenge, and it was probably the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. Like winning is like. To me, winning is no longer like putting my hand up. Like it's survival. Like
sure.
I know how to like do the craziest things.
So how did you run into this opportunity here? Now, right after the loss, I mean, you were all over the place. So your agent came up to you and said, "Hey, is this a reality show we're talking about?"
I think the show was when sought out different gyms, different gyms and different professionals, because the people that got casted. I can't name names. I can't name the show or anything like that. But
just give us
we're
one
all
name.
like at the pinnacle of our careers. Like I'm the UFC athlete. There was There was a 9/11 firefighter. There was a professional scuba diver. There was but people of all different kind of careers, and we're all casted to like accomplish these certain things that we had to do. And it was real they put us at our they found ways to really we just had to battle these crazy elements in different ways and with different challenges. And in March I'm gonna go on a promotional. I'll go on tour and we'll start advertising for it and things like that. But it really got me to see that I'm not worried about the small things anymore. Like the things I thought would be huge and big, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really not too big in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I'm going to take I'm going to remember the loss and remember my mistakes. But as soon as I got back from filming from the show, and it was international, it was overseas. As soon as the show was over, I was able to turn my phone on, and I was like, great, because I didn't really have any plans. I was just hoping I was going to get a fight soon. And this show took a course over a little bit over a month. And I turned my phone on. My agent said, oh, by the way, we got you a fight. 125 is going to be in Boston. I'm like, yeah, sign me up. I didn't even ask who I was fighting. I said, yes, yes, yes. So they told me, hey, well, it's a girl named Kim, Miss Kim, and she is from Korea. I'm like, great, wonderful. I'm sure she's a nice person. Let's sign this up. So sign me up for it.
So this was to happen in Boston, you said? This is
Yeah,
supposed to
for
happen?
Boston.
No kidding.
About a week later,
Mm-hmm.
I hear that UFC is coming to Charlotte. I get on the phone, call my agent. I'm like, by the way, I live in Charlotte. You guys know this, right? They're like, yeah, of course I knew that. I was like, I would really like to get on the Charlotte card. Do you think they'll shift it 7 days later? Because it's just a week ahead.
Sure, yeah.
And sure enough, they had to ask Miss Kim, like they had to ask her, like if she would agree. She agreed, and a few days later, like they moved my fight over to Charlotte. And thank goodness, because I've been able to stay at home to be with Mom while I was filming. Mom got really, really sick. She had to go to the hospital, and I had no idea of any of this. And so I was able to come back home. She was able to move back in the house because there's, there's someone here with her. There's me with her. So it's been a different kind of normal, trying to do fight camp and making sure that my mom's going to be okay every day, but to be by herself. But I mean, how everything works out, how this came out to be in UFC Charlotte, how it came out that I didn't have to leave her. Because my concern was if I had to leave her, then she might have to leave her own house. And, she's much happier at home.
I tell you what, and that's great. I'm so happy that you're able to fight at home. That's an awesome thing there. And for the UFC to do something like that, it seems like that, you hear all these crazy stories with the UFC not treating the fighters right, but ever since we met you, we heard the opposite, that the UFC actually does do the right thing. And what I've noticed on some cards before, I've noticed that they would put cards together and they wouldn't have those hometown fighters there. And then when you would go to the event, it felt like the air was sucked out of it. I noticed this happened in Detroit. But in North Carolina, putting hometown people there, in Australia, putting Australian hometown people and New Zealand people there, it seems like there's a buzz in that crowd. And by throwing you on this card, it's a big deal. So they must have been like, yeah, we got it. We're going to put you on this card. This is fantastic.
It was very fast. I thought it was going to be a little bit of arguing, but it was quick. And they were, someone must like me over there because everything has been a good experience. They've been treating me very, very well. But I'm not really one to complain a whole lot either. So
sure.
I'm grateful for all the opportunities, for every opportunity to compete. But one thing that's really, really big for me is I'm not giving up on flyweight. I know the whole mess that happened in my last fight.
Oh, so you're not?
It's still a I'm still trying to figure it out. Like it's all strategy, but I'm hoping that this will give me an opportunity to be. This is an opportunity to be in both divisions,
sure.
And I hope that means that we will be able to compete more frequently.
Well, I got a question for you. At 115, we have Jessica Rose Clark, who fought Paige Van Zandt, and she said that she noticed that Paige Van Zandt felt undersized in that fight. She felt a lot stronger in that fight. You at 125 right now, do you think you're giving up a lot of size there? Or like you said before, you feel more comfortable at 125, but do you feel that you're giving up, you're going to be fighting bigger girls over there at 125?
I definitely feel like they are going to be bigger, but I even saw I think it was the flyweight house.
Okay.
And yeah, those girls are a little bit bigger, but I think that will change and that will shift because yes, they were bigger, but I feel like I'm more athletic. I don't have to cut weight, and some of these girls are cutting weight from. I do have to cut a few pounds, but nothing like straw weight. And I could see that they are a little bit bigger in size, but I'm used to fighting bigger people.
Sure.
Like I'm used to fight. And straw weight. I'm always hearing how big I am, what a monster I am at straw weight. So I'm very, very comfortable fighting people that are a little bit bigger. I feel like, even though they're a little bit bigger, I'm gonna be faster. I'll have quick. I'm lean, I'm quick, and I'm fast. And I feel like not being dehydrated like crazy will also mean I'm a little bit more mentally focused and mentally there. I'm not trying to talk myself or kind of, trick myself into thinking otherwise.
What can we look forward to in this fight against Ji Young Kim, who, like I said before, is a formidable opponent over here? I've noticed there's a lot of decisions and stuff like that. Are we going to get a Justine Kish finish? Is there like a guarantee going into this fight? Do you envision how you're going to complete this fight?
Yes, of course. And I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to, if I feel like if I talk, this is how I'm going to do that, I'm going to try to force it. I'm going to do what I'm going to be practicing and doing I would like to apply what I've been doing every day in training. I don't want to say, oh yes, I'm going to get a knockout, because next thing you know, the pressure is there to get a knockout, and when you force things, it's just not going to be there. That's been my luck. So I'm not going to try to, because I was trying to get a knockout right away with Felice, just trying to finish it away, and just because I didn't want to go, all the way through. But that's what happened. I was just chasing after this knockout. You're just so hungry for it, and I noticed that I look back on my other fights and the knockouts that I've had and the finishes that I've had, I wasn't really aggressive about it. I just did my thing in there, and next thing you know, like the knockout and the finish just kind of happened through. It was just part of the flow. It's like so many times I went and did a head kick, and then I follow all the way through, and I'm still looking for them, and they're on the ground. I'm like, oh wow, she's gone. So. Yeah. It's just like the pressure, and everyone's saying, oh, it's going to be a knockout. I would hope so. I would love that. And with her style, with her going forward, she's a boxer. You will see me probably not run into punches as much. I hope not, because she's a heavier girl. I'm going to respect her hands much, much more than I do for people that are in the straw weight. She has a crazy right hand. I like to try to keep her feet moving, because she does like to plant her feet. And they said she's also ranked in jiu-jitsu, but it looks like she's had a few losses by jiu-jitsu. So I'm not sure how strong or how accurate her ranking is in jiu-jitsu. But wherever this fight goes, I'm comfortable, and there's no position I'm not comfortable with that I haven't been in before.
We are live here with Justine Kish. She's fighting at UFC Fight Night, Charlotte, North Carolina. This is exciting stuff here. Now, okay. When you get into this cage, like you've been there before, you've been there, done that, okay, but now you're in front of your home crowd. What can you expect as soon as that cage closes? Do you feel that there's going to be more jitters? There's going to be more excitement? What do you feel is going to be the motions going through your head while you're in that cage?
I feel like I'm going to be hearing my family like crazy. Like my sister-in-law, my sister will be there. Like, my brother. I don't know if my niece and nephews are going to be going. They probably might be staying home. I'm not sure just yet. But I have a feeling I'll be hearing them among everyone. And I don't want to have too many expectations, because I don't know if a lot of people will be watching at home, but I think it's going to be a huge crowd. I think it's going to be an amazing fight. Everyone's telling me to, hey, they're telling me, go ahead and go. You better win this fight, because I'm going to go to it. I'm just thinking, of course I'm going to do my best to win it. But
so you have a lot of family and friends.
I hope that they can enjoy a good show. I wanted them to see me at my best, my fastest, my strongest, and I think this weight category is gonna be it until I figure out the best way to manage strawweight.
How does it work with the UFC? Do they give you guys tickets for like family and friends and stuff like that? How does this work?
Yes, they do. We get I don't know how many tickets the superstars gets, but I get. I don't know how many, like, I don't know if you're like if you're top 10, you get more tickets. I don't know. I get 4 family tickets.
4 family
and
tickets.
I have much more than 4 family members, but I told them this is what I get. And if people are like, oh, how do I get UFC doesn't even give me physical tickets, actually, to make sure like my friends and family make it before they go like sold out or something. So what they will do is they'll provide a link a link that will expire in like a certain amount of a quick time period, a very short time period, and that's their opportunity to get tickets, like to make sure my circle gets tickets, and then they open it up to the public.
Now, how does it work? Your family, they're probably all like, can I have a ticket? Can I have a ticket? How do you put the names in a hat, or how does it work with these tickets?
Well, my mom definitely is not going to take a ticket.
Okay.
And it works out really wonderfully, because I have a brother and I have a sister, and I give it to them, and it's free. My brother, I'm assuming my brother is going to take his wife, Inga, and my sister is going to take her girlfriend, Heather. So I think it worked out very smoothly, and I think it's going to – I love that they're going to go, and I don't think there's any argument. I wish I could give them more. But when my niece and nephews get older, I think it's going to get a little bit tougher. So maybe by then I'll be able to afford tickets for everyone. I'll just buy them myself. But until then, you might have to do rock, paper, scissors, Secret Santa, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Just
down
bring the
when
dog.
everyone gets
Tell the
goal.
dog.
Right now, the number is perfect.
Yeah. So
And like my neighbors are all going. Like I grew up in a cul-de-sac, and my neighbors are going. So the people to my left, the Grants, the Conrads, it's amazing. Like they're all going to, and I see them every day. So they were able to get on that family link, on the family friends link, but certainly not free. I wish I could be able to help them out that much, as much as they help me, you know?
Sure. Yeah. Now we're here live here with Justine Kish. She's fighting this weekend. Big fight against Ji-Yeon Kim. Justine, I have to ask you, Rose versus Joanna 2 happening in Brooklyn over here. Now, I'm sure you saw what happened the first time around with that. I would love to know your opinion on that fight. My mouth hit the floor. I was in shock. But Rose, I mean, she is a complete badass. What do you think about that fight? And what do you think about this rematch coming up?
I really wanted it to be the one to beat young Jacare, but I'm very happy that Rose is the person that did it, because she's a real, I think she's a great role model in the sport. Actually, I think she promotes herself, she promotes the sport really well so far, from what I can see. So I'm very happy for her, and she deserves every moment of it. At the same time, like, it was a knockout. Like, sometimes those happen just because that split second she didn't see something, you know. It just takes, that's all it takes to win the fight, and it's a legitimate win for Rose for sure. But I think Joanna's going to get after her, and just, she really wants to bring she really wants to bring the belt back to Poland. So I hope Rose is good. She's gonna have to be at her absolute, way better than she was and at that time. So I'm hoping Rose, you know, maybe gets another knockout, or she, you know, gets the win. But again, when you win by knockout, I don't know how easy it's gonna be for her. I mean, it's a lot of pressure for Rose.
Sure, yeah, a lot of pressure. I mean, Rose, I couldn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie.
I was believe it. Oh my god!
I was in the building.
Crazy step. It was that angle step and that left hook, and next thing you know, she didn't see that left hook at all.
Unbelievable.
She just dropped.
Do you feel like someone like Joanna, right? And now you said you really wanted to get at Joanna. I mean, when you look at her striking and everything like that, I mean, she almost looked like she was like a mythical creature at one point, the way she fought. She does. You know, and the way Rose beat her in that fight, and if I'm not mistaken, she tapped his strikes on the floor. I mean, I was just like, oh my goodness, what is going on right now? I couldn't.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I heard that there was some tapping to the floor. I didn't know. I kind of even rewatched it, but I don't know.
It was unbelievable.
Did you think it was taps too?
I was in the building, so all I heard was the crowd going ballistic. And then when I went home, I watched it. Yeah, it looked like she tapped the strikes. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, Rose caught her and did not give her a chance to come back in that fight.
Out stiff.
Unbelievable. That girl has some talent.
I mean, I'm so happy that Rose is the person I would want for her to, you know, she deserved that 100%. Sure. I just hope she's gonna, I mean, I would love for her to be able to do it again, but yeah, my jaw dropped too, because I thought that was gonna be a rough one for her. And she proved, you know, because she proved a lot of people wrong, and she probably, whoever bet on Rose, they won a lot of money.
Oh my goodness, yeah. She's a heavy underdog. Man. What are your thoughts on trash talk with the UFC?
I think for people that talk shit, I think I believe in karma. So like, you know, you saw Joanna acting up. She was like acting out, but she kind of does. She plays around a lot, but she was really acting out and putting her fist in her face. It's really disrespectful, and I think that comes back at you one way. I think it circles right back at you one way or another. And I mean, it's kind of like a parallel to like what happened with Ronda Rousey's situation. Her acting out like that, and boom, like knocked out stiff. Like, I just, you know, I look at it as, I'm very, very happy that my opponent agreed to competition. I'm not going to be disrespectful. Like, I saw my opponent even in the hallways during fight week this.
Oh, cut out.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you. Cut out for a second.
Okay, so I saw my opponent fight week, and just today, and I waved to her. I said, "How are you?" Did a nice little wave back, and we just, you know, crossed path. It was easy. And then I had heard, "Oh, you're not gonna, you know, mean mug her or anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, she came all the way from Korea. What kind of greeting would that be? Like,
I tell you what, it would be badass if, like, at the weigh-ins, you just went to her face and said something horrible in Korean to her. Like, just, like, get right up in her face and just, I don't know, say something.
she'd probably think I was just mumbling something. So I'm sure I would completely botch the Korean language.
We're live here with Justine Kish. She's fighting Ji Young Kim. Yeah, all the way from Korea over there. And I'm pumped up. I can't wait to watch this fight. I am really excited.
She's going down from 135.
Is that what it is? 135. Wow. So not only is she a striker, but she's
Yeah, she's going down from 135. I'm going up to 125. She's going down from because her debut was 135.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, diet-wise and stuff like that, have we changed anything up going into this fight, going into 125?
No, don't have to do too much. Of course, I had to have a very clean performance diet. And I'm just when I do the water loading and everything, I don't have to do it so early to make weight.
Yeah.
I stepped on the scale at 131. That was 2 days ago. So I mean, I woke up at 129 today. So it's, I have to make I have to make 126 pounds. So I was able to do it by just not even starving myself. I was able to eat food every 3 to 4 hours. Even fight week, I can still have meals, which is nice because usually I'm just chomping on like celery and ice cubes fight week. So what's nice is I'm not able to I don't have to shrink my stomach. I don't have to do anything drastic, and I feel healthy. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I just have to be able to apply I just really wanted to address the mistakes I had made from the last one so it doesn't happen. I don't like the stalling tactic where they just hold you down and let the clock run. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not fighting in my eyes.
How is fight week going right now? I mean, I was just going through your Instagram and showing the audience. It looks like you're having a blast. It literally looks like you're going to see the movie. You're going to the movies or something like that. You're getting all dolled up. You're going to walk the red carpet. You're signing the pictures. It doesn't look like you're about to get into a war. It looks like you're going to a party over here. How do you keep that mindset?
The hardest thing to do today, it's great. I mean, I think the atmosphere is really, really nice. And now that I'm this is my 4th UFC fight, I think other UFC fighters are starting to know me and recognize me, and I'm starting to recognize them because I haven't really followed it too much. And they're saying hi and they're chatting with me and they're like, "Oh, I saw your fight with Felice." I'm like, I don't expect anyone to know me. It's okay. Mm-hmm. No hard feelings whatsoever. I get it. I'm not, I'm not any of the superstar status or anything, but it's just changing already. And I didn't expect for people to know anything about me until maybe 10 fights or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it feels like there's not too much anxiety in the air, but I'm not staying in the hotel too much. I'm doing my media work in there, doing the photo shoots, the interviews, and I'm driving right back to the house so I can be in the comfort with my family, with my friends. So I don't have to hang out and hover in the hotel and aimlessly wander, try to figure out what to do to keep myself occupied. So I can go back to town and go to my gyms that I usually go to. And I feel like it's a light feeling. I feel like I'm light on my feet right now. And this week usually kind of drags because of having to make weight, but it's flying by.
Mm-hmm. We're live here with Justine Kish. Now, what I would love to do, I would like to wind it down with this. There's a live chat going on over here. If anyone in the live chat has some questions for UFC superstar Justine Kish, you know what to do. Drop it in over here. And Justine, now I'm going to ask you this, okay? I'm going to warn you here. I can open up the phone line so we could take some phone calls, but it's
Let's do it.
All right, your game. Okay, so these
Let's do it.
My
I'm
viewers,
game, yes.
They're my viewers they're retarded. All right, here we go. All right, call in 516-522-0267. This is what I want you to call. Give me a question. I'm going to hang up on you, and then we'll let Justine answer the question and try to be as nice as possible. This is the MMA-Holes, so what do you expect over here? So
that's all right.
It's
yeah.
retarded. I don't know.
Not much praise me at this point.
So, Justine, I'm really happy that you came back on the show, especially during fight week. That's really awesome of you to make some time out for us. Take some time out for us. So I do really appreciate it.
No, it's great. I'm glad that I don't have to stress about weight, and I had the time to do this with you. So I had a great time even on the last show. We had a lot of laughs. So
yeah, it was awesome having you on. Now, all right. So listen, I keep on looking in here. Everyone keeps on going with the shitty pants thing. Shit. Get it out of your system now in that chat room. They want to know, how did your family react when that's in that situation, like when that all unfolded?
I come from my family. They are caretakers. Between my sister, my brother, and his wife. Also come from a family of doctors. That's nothing. Like they kind of shook it off. And my sister-in-law, she's a emergency room doctor, and she sees the horrible, horrible things. And she told me one awful story after another, and they were fine with it. And my mom is still in denial about it. She's like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. So everyone's cool. I mean, I was a little concerned what kind of heat my niece and nephews would get at school, but they didn't really care either. I guess if they overlooked it, and then if they didn't, they fooled me because they don't seem to care. They could not care any less that had happened. They know that my eye's still on the prize. I want to get the belt one day, and they're like, just forget about it. And I mean, for what they have to see every day and deal with every day, it's really not. I'm talking about my family. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, it came and went, and honestly, no one's even talking about it. Man. It's ridiculous, except for these idiots over here. I do notice over here, everyone is like, thank you for coming on. We do appreciate it. Go, Justine. I'm seeing all these cool comments where everyone is pushing for you. And to brave the MMA-Holes, to come onto this insanity over here, I mean, I don't know how you do it. Let's see what else we got over here. I'm looking through the comments over here. They were like, probably popcorn. Okay. I'm just trying to... Actually, yeah. Is that MARLYNN over there?
Yeah.
All right. Getting on the lines, 516-522-0267 to speak to Justine Kish, and MARLYNN is live. Look at that, MARLYNN. Now here's the real star of the show over here. I mean, who are we kidding? MARLYNN. Does this dog give you your special powers to get into that cage?
He's doing the shadow boxing.
Oh my God.
He does. I want him to go to weigh-ins with me, but I don't know. I'm afraid he has a little bit of anxiety when it comes to crowds and when it comes to loud music. So I don't want people thinking I'm putting him in a horrible situation and being a horrible owner. But I think he would do really, really well. He loves being right at my side. But yeah, he puts me in a great mood all the time. And there's this distraction that he like me like.
All right, hold on 1 second, Justine. Yeah, we actually have a phone caller. Whoa, they're all calling in. Hold on. You are live with the MMA-Holes and Justine Kish. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Moses Lorenzo, and I live in San Francisco, California.
All right, Moses from San Francisco, California. What's on your mind, my friend?
My question is, how does Justine prepare for mental combat? Because police gets in your face at the weigh-ins, and like Joanna always do the whole mental combat, trying to get in your head, like at the weigh-ins, and doing the whole media thing. I want to know, how does Justine get ready for it, or does she let it bother her, or does she like ignore it, or how does she get through that whole mental combat?
All right, thank you for the call. All right, mental combat. How do you prepare for something like that mentally?
That's a really, really great question, and I never came across someone to be blatantly disrespectful to me at weigh-ins, ever. Everyone's always been nice. They show me respect. I show them respect. Again, I always thank my opponents for coming, because if it wasn't for them showing up, then I wouldn't be getting paid. I wouldn't be getting to compete. So I'm very grateful for them taking the fight. And whether they know that beforehand or afterhand, I make sure to share how I feel about that. But no one's ever came across. But then again, like, I think they respect my style, and they respect my history and the things that I've accomplished. If they did any history, that is. I was worried that Felice was going to kind of act out, because she's known for kind of doing something funny or getting in someone's face or giving a kiss or something to another girl. And I was just like, of course I have things up my sleeve just in case someone decides to be, just to show off or to try to, cause like a social media upstir or something, because now that there's everything's live and on social media, like I was like, I wonder if she really would take that route. But I'm just going to maintain my composure. I'm not going to let anyone, ultimately I have a decision how to feel. I'm not going to let anyone that I don't know, a complete, a stranger, determine my feelings. You know,
Sure,
like
yeah.
I'm not gonna let them upset me, get in my head. Maybe it might startle me or something for a second, but I'm certainly not gonna get upset or angry. I'm not gonna let anyone have that kind of power over me. And the only people who have that kind of power, that have that kind of influence, are the people that I care about, the people I love. So it's really not that hard. Like for weigh-ins, I'm focused. I want to look in the eyes. I want to stay, you know, I try to look strong. I don't want to, if I'm smiling or laughing, it's usually, I feel like I kind of look kind of goofy. That's it.
All right, we got another call here. You are live
How's
with
it going?
the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
I just want to say that you are the shit. You are the absolute shit. And my question to you is, why didn't you take an enema like a professional? It seems like it'd be the right thing to do, because what's important for your career is that you keep the streaks for your they keep the W's. Basically, keep the streak for your W's instead of your panties.
All right, thank you. I don't know what's going on there.
All right.
All right, so there's some
No
advice.
sense, but thank you for your support.
That was Jay Smooth. He's actually a regular. Hold on a second. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Yes, my name is Filthy George.
All right, Filthy George, what's going on?
Filthy George, how are you?
Yeah, I just want to ask her what kind of diaper she plans on wearing the next
All
time.
right, stop it. All right, stop.
I like, what do you call them, pull-ups? Those are pretty nice.
Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? They're out of their minds. They're absolutely out of their minds. How many
I do pull-ups. They work great.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. People, you know what's funny? They're not in the spotlight, so they don't get to see this. But you actually can sit here and take it. These people are hiding behind phones, calling in, and oh my God, I had to hang up. Sorry, Jay Smooth, I had to hang up on you. These people are fucking savage. All right, here we go. We have Kenshiro Ryu from Brooklyn live on the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's your question for Justine?
Love the show. Good luck, Justine, on your next fight. You know.
Okay, thank you. Is that all?
Thank you. That's it.
All right.
I just want to be positive, unlike all the retards, you know. On
I
this channel,
appreciate it.
you know.
Thank you for calling
It's
in,
full of
Justin,
retards
for your
here.
voice, and I appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Thank you for calling.
There you go. So he's wishing you good luck over here. And actually, Kenshiro's he's a good guy over there.
Oh.
All right, here we go. 716, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, it's a G-Man Mule.
All
Am I
right.
on with Justine?
G-Man, you are live with a superstar UFC fighter, Justine Kish. What's on your mind?
What's going on, girl? Looking good.
What's up?
You look ready.
All right, is that it?
So I got a question
Okay.
for you. I mean, you look ready. You said you're mentally there. You're focused. You've been bouncing from gym to gym, getting your work in. But I'm just wondering, like, you take a lot of supplements?
Yeah, I mean, I do take supplements. I mean, there's between vitamins, between like I'll do like for a weight cut, like I'll take dandelion root. You can take like herbal supplements to help you pull water out. I'll cut my salts out. So of course protein and amino acids. So yeah, absolutely. I just have to be very, very careful
Okay,
with.
all right. Yeah,
my body.
I mean, I got a fight coming up too, and I introduced a new one. I have a little stomach issue. It's called Imodium. I was just wondering if you guys have thought about Imodium.
All right, G-Man, thank you for that. I appreciate the call.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, here we go. All right, Jesus. You are live with the MMA-Holes and Justine Kish from the UFC fighting this weekend. What's on your mind?
Hey, it's Chris H.
Hey, Chris H, what's going on? Now, Justine,
Hey,
I have a good feeling about this guy. All right, Chris H, go ahead.
Hey, how are you guys? For Justine, I'm a big fan, student of the game. My question is, like obviously you've had the pro experience prior to your the first UFC fight, but what was it like walking out, like just to your first UFC fight? Just like some people feel nervous, confident, like so many mixed emotions. Like, if you don't mind explaining that.
Okay, good question there. Yeah, maybe you could walk us through that.
My first UFC fight was at MGM Grand, and it was huge. The weigh-ins were unreal. That was when I went against Nina, and it was a while before I could compete because of my knee surgery and all that stuff. So I went from the Ultimate Fighter house, not being able to compete on that, to MGM Grand, huge spotlight. Like, it was incredible. And I could not get in the cage soon enough. I was so excited. You can see I'm probably a little bit hyper, jumping around a little bit like crazy. But that's just because I was so happy to be there, so excited. And it just, as soon as I stepped in, I was like, okay, finally I'm where I belong. You know, I belong here. Now I just have to, you know, stay calm and just, you know, do my thing. Like, just, you know, I know I can fight. I know I can fight against the best. I'm comfortable with it, but I still have to prove it to others, you know, and I can't blow it. But it was an incredible feeling, and the fact that it was in that kind of stage. It was on New Year's. I remember weigh-ins was on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve. It was just beautiful. And then I think the fight was on January 2nd, and everything just went beautifully in that fight. And Nina did she was a wonderful opponent, but finally it was like a sense of relief. It was like, finally, I belong here. I can do what I can finally do. I can finally get after what I think I'm capable of.
Mm-hmm. Now, Justine Kish is live with the MMA-Holes. I am going to take one more call, and then that's it. We'll cut you loose, but you're doing a great job here, Justine. Justine's fighting this weekend, UFC Fight Night, North Carolina. Jacare versus Brunson, Part 2 is going down. I want to get your thoughts on that fight too, as we take these calls. And everyone is all going crazy in this chat. And here's the final call. All right, you are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name, where you're from, and what's your question for Justine Kish?
Kinshiro Ryu again.
Oh, he's calling
Got
back.
nervous last time.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So Justine, you usually before fight use herbal tea, enemas. It usually helps me water weight. You know?
All right.
It's very good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So I just want to tell you, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm actually the fan that bought your panties up there.
All right, thank you. Okay, so there it is. Okay. That was a caller calling in, making fun.
Oh, super
Hold on, we got a
chat.
donation coming here from Tommy Bones, was he said.
Justine, what's cracking cookie?
All right, so we got Justine, what's cracking cookie from Tommy Bones. Thank you for the wonderful, wonderful donation. All right, Justine, you handled the ridiculousness like a champ. I do appreciate that. I do want to get your thoughts real quick on Jacare versus Derek Brunson, the main event of the fight, the card that you're on. What are your thoughts on that fight? Do you have any predictions for us?
I would like Brunson. I would like Brunson to win. I mean, he's I think I seen his style. I have not seen Jacare. I have not seen that. I just mispronounced his name.
Jacare Souza.
I haven't. Jacare.
Yeah, Jacare Souza. Yeah, that's
I have not had a chance to watch him fight, so that's why I'm cheering for Brunson. He's a go. I mean, he gets after it. So I'm curious to hear actually what other people are saying and what they think, because I mean, I know that this is the second time they're going after they're going against each other. But again, I don't know too much. I haven't really studied or really paid attention to that division, but I do like Brunson though, so I will be cheering for him just me being biased, I guess you could say.
All right, Brunson for the win. Well, Justine, I mean, you handled all the questions like a champ, a true professional over here. I do appreciate that. This weekend, North Carolina is going to be rocking UFC Fight Night. It's going to be insane, and the cool part is it's on Fox. It's on Fox over here. So we have FS1.
Prelims will be Fox Sports. The first part was Fight Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll be on Fox Sports 1. Then the main card is on Fox, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, FS1 is the prelims. Yeah, Fight Pass is the early prelims, and then a Fox card. So you have to think there's going to be a lot of eyes on this fight. I mean, especially when you have these big Fox fight nights, there's a lot of eyes on these fight nights. So this is a big opportunity for you to get back in that win column, and I can't wait to watch this fight. We do fight reactions over here, so I will make sure we are live rooting you on the MMA-Holes, and we'll be in your corner for sure.
That is so awesome, and thank you guys so much. Mwah.
I appreciate it.
Really nice to hear.
Now, Justine, if you would like to plug any sponsors or give thanks to anyone else, now's the time to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, I want to thank my sponsors here that here in Charlotte first. So it'd be Ortho Carolina, Hughes and Associates, a local sponsor that's Gastonia Heating and Plumbing. Then I've got Overwatch Venture Group, my the gear company Fairtex. These guys, all of these guys have just been very gracious, and then the way they show their loyalty and their support on me, win or lose, they are still at my side, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Of course, for the gyms that I'm at, the Ray Athletic Club, they have to deal with me every day, and my coaches and my teams, they have the rough end of it, and that's over at Jimmo in Lowell, North Carolina. And also, while my team and my coaches were gone, I want to thank Fit to Fight for having me, and they were very gracious, let me come in and work with their student. I work with some of their.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder, you're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army.
We have a donation coming in with a question.
What did you eat on fight night when you felt Felice Herrig?
Okay, Jesus.
I love you.
All right, Marky Wahoo, thank you very much. Justine, I apologize. These people are savages over here. Anyway, Justine, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you coming back on the show. And after you get your big win against Ji Yun Kim, I can't wait to have you back on. Will you come back and explain your victory?
Of course, absolutely. So we'll set a date now after the fight. I'll see you guys on the flip side.
All right. Thank you so much, Justine, and good luck in your fight.
Thanks, Chris. Talk to you guys soon.
All right. There she is, Justine Kish, live on the MMA-Holes. That's at Justine Kish right over there. It's that simple over there. You can find her on Twitter. If you want to look at her on her Instagram over here, it is Justine Kish. So just check her out over there. She is fucking awesome. Seriously, Justine put up with the insanity.
Ah, super chat.
You fucking assholes.
I missed the show Holes. Justine will be watching. Just spoke to Francis. He's having nightmares when he hears the sirens crawling under the bed.
Is that true? He's having nightmares when he hears the sirens crawling under the bed. Tommy Bones dropping in the $5 super chat. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I think that went very well. Hit me with the ones in the chat if you want Justine back on. I think she's fucking marvelous. I do. Now, I saw the comments in there. Oh, Chris, why are you hanging up on us, this and that? I wanted to get all the calls in, of course. But I have to say, the calls were fucking hilarious. You guys killed it over there. Funny stuff. And it wouldn't be the MMA-Holes without those calls. This weekend is fight night. North Carolina. Okay, let's move this around. What are we doing here? There we go. North Carolina, and it is Derek Brunson versus Jacare Souza. We'll be doing a Fight Buddies for this event. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be out of control. And why not have a fighter that's on this card? We've had Justine on before. She is fucking awesome. Really, really cool. And I think she did a great job. It looks like the chat room is pumped up that Justine was on and wants to see more Justine. There you go. I saw Justin Sumter in the chat. I don't know if that's the real Justin or if it's a fake one. There's a lot of fake people in the chat. But Justin, if that is you, welcome, my man. We got to get you back on. I know you have some announcements to make. King's Your Mother's Ring, Brandon, Kelly Van Hughes, Tommy Arnold, Marky Wahoo, Andrew the Immortal, Brandon. So there you go. I think that was good, man. I think that was a lot of fun. I think I had a good time there.
That's it. Yeah, good.
Who do you think got it, Chris? That cannot be Justin's. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me check out this channel over here. The Justin Sumter in the chat. The Justin Sumter who has 2 subscribers. Oh, I mean, it could be. I don't even know anymore. Justin, is that really you? I don't even know. So, Justin, the reason why I'm questioning if that's even you in the chat is because there's a lot of tomfoolery going on, and we don't know who the fuck's who anymore. Anyway, UFC really not starting out strong in 2018, says Mr. Danky. So, Mr. Danky's not... he's not really having it. Christian Beasley says, Chris channeling his inner white knight. No, Christian, it's called Good Cop, Bad Cop. That's what it's called over here. It's a game I like to play. If there was too many bad cops, we would have her leave. So I throw the ball up in the air and you guys dunk it. You understand what I'm saying? Get how this works? It's the MMA-Holes, for God's sakes. There's a method to my madness. I do appreciate you guys, though, jumping in on the phone calls. You're fucking hilarious. Justine Kish, respect to her, says Thomas Lynch. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. There's not many times where you can have a really cool guest like that come on. And Justine, you know, she didn't have to fucking go through all the silly. Oh, it is Justin. All right, Justin. You know what? We should fucking... All right, Justin, what's going on?
Super
Tommy
chat.
Bones. We got to get Justin back on.
Stop it, got snow, he's happy, grin, promoted to fire chief.
You got the promotion? Is that true? Steve, you got the promotion after the win to fire chief. There you go. Tommy Bones. Tommy Bones, you're awesome, man. It's good shit. All right, guys. That is the real Justin Sumter. There you go. We have confirmation right now that it is the fort. The fort is here. So, Justin, the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't want to get into it, but we had a lot of weird shit going on here. But yeah, I got to fight the 16th February. Just got out of practice. There you go, Justin. The fuck? You know, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to open up the phone lines now. This is a different type of show. I think Bellator is on Friday. We're going to be doing a whip 'em. What are we calling it? Fridays? I was going to call it whip it something. What do we call them for Fuqua Fridays? I can't even think anymore. Too much Xanax. Fuqua Fridays. Total into Justine now, says Brandon. I think she's cool, man. I think she's, when she first came on, we had Justine on right after the incident. Okay, you guys know the incident. We had her on immediately. She was so cool, nice enough to come on the show, a lonely MMA-Holes show right after the incident. We had like about 2,000 subscribers at the time. Now we have almost 7,300 over here, on our way to 8,000 subscribers. So it doesn't get any better than that. So Justine's awesome. You know, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Call on in. Let's have a little bit of fun. And let's go. Justin, if you want, get in on the lines. 516-522-0267. That's right, 516, right over here. 522-0267. Subscribe to our moderator, Jessie Bell Hill, who is in the chat. Also, Kobe's Corner, who did the an awesome job with his interviews. Go check out Kobe. He's got 2 channels. He's got a live stream channel, and he's got his main channel. Links are in the description. T-Man is wonderful, wonderful, too. Check him out with some wonderful, wonderful music over there. 516-522-0267. I'd like to see if Justin wants to get through. Let's see what we got. I would like to hear about this fight. That's fucking awesome, man. Congrats to Justin getting another fight over here. Big Justin a Sumter fan, and he happens to be the first pro fighter we ever had on the show. So Jacare versus Brunson over here, which I'm looking forward to. Some people are like, who cares? This happened before. You know? This happened before this fight. This is the second time around. They fought in 2012. Jacare versus Brunson. And Jacare did some work. Let's go through the statisticals here. All right, and here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have Justin the Fort Sumter live on the MMA-Holes. Justin, what's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Just got out of practice. You know, I saw you guys were on, so I was like, hey, I haven't been on, so wanted to hit it up.
Well, Justin, I am glad that you were able to get through on the lines we have.
Super chat.
We have a super chat over here. Hold on one second.
What happened? Is there a quick version, dog?
The quick version. Tommy Bones. Yeah, Justine Kish. She was on for a good 50 minutes. So if you guys missed it, rerun the stream and check it out. I think Justine did a great job. She's awesome. Justin. Now we have Justin.
Yeah, she's real cool. Real cool.
Right? How neat is she, man? Like, seriously, if you think about what she went through, right? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I would say that was the most shitty situation you could go through. But hey, you know, she took it in stride and you know, shows that she's the professional she is, and you know.
Yeah. Now, Justin. Okay. Now, let me give a backstory over here, and we'll get you back on for a proper interview. Maybe next week we'll drag you back onto the show if you're free. But now that we have you here, fighting out of FAA with badass Nick Newell and a lot of other fucking assassins over there, fighting for CES. But I know you have a fight coming up. Is this a CES fight or where? Give us some information on what's going on.
Well, this is it's in conjunction. It's Warfare MMA and 864 Fighting Championships. It's a company. I think it's based out of South Carolina, but the fight's going to be in Spartanburg, South Carolina. The 16th, I'm fighting this guy named Christian Torres. He's 11-7, and he's from Paraguay. So it should be an interesting fight.
This looks like this could be one of your toughest opponents to date, Justin. How do you prepare for something like this? And going actually now, isn't this where you're from, if I'm not mistaken?
Well, I was born in South Carolina. I was born in Myrtle Beach, but it's like 3 hours away from Myrtle Beach. So you know, hopefully I can get some of my friends and family to swing over and check me out.
There you go, Justin the Fort. Something. Check this out over here. My man Justin is literally running over the competition. They can't find a man to fight him, a man to stand in front of him in that cage. So now they have to ship him to another state to beat up someone over there. Justin, I mean, you're on an ass-kicking tour right now. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it in. Like when we talked the end of last year, I'm just trying to, whoever they put in front of me, just take them out and keep moving forward. So, hopefully, if everything works out, if everything's good, that April card in Brooklyn, it's like right around the corner, and short notice. Like if they could get me on there, that would be great. So, that's what I'm shooting for. Just come out, go down to South Carolina, get a spectacular win, and get me further on people's radars.
Justin the Fort Sumter calling in, and this is awesome. I like these surprise calls. Now I'm showing your stats over here, and here we go, 5-1. Now this is real interesting, and this is why you guys got to look out for my man Justin over here. The last loss was in 2016. Okay, now look at what's happened since. We got a finish over here, submission over here. Then we have these canceled bouts because honestly, people are scared shitless. And then you have 3 wins in a row over here, and you're just destroying people. You're absolutely destroying people.
Yeah.
You have a choke, the unanimous, which was against a formidable opponent over there, Brian Sparrow. And you just did work in that fight, and you got the submission the fight before that. Justin, you're just on a tear. You're on fire. You made mentions of this Brooklyn card with the UFC. And why can that not happen? If you look at the past weekends, there was a certain fighter, right, from CES who fought on that card on short notice. He was on 7 days' notice and came on that card. And he had probably the biggest fight of his career over there. So why not Justin the Fort Sumter in that situation? Do you see something like this happening?
Yeah, it's a strong possibility. Like, it's always up in the air. My friend Matt is real good guy. Like he's 30 fights, and he gets the call. He's able to go in front of his fans in New England and fight for people that care for him and been watching his whole career. So that was really a really honor to see him on the main stage, even though he didn't get the win. But that's a 10 days notice, and he still performed. Even though he didn't get the debut, if he has a full training camp, you're definitely seeing the Mangler come out there and put on a show.
Now, you do say, Matt Passett was what we're talking about here, and in front of his hometown. I'm sure when he got that call, he was doing backflips. It didn't matter if it was 1 day's notice. I'm sure he would have jumped aboard on something like that. Did you speak to him during the fight? I mean, before the fight?
No, I didn't go to the fight because I forgot to. I was sick the week before, and I thought I had something planned that Saturday, so I didn't get the ticket, but wasn't able to. But a lot of people don't know he broke his hand. His last fight, he broke his hand, and so this is the first fight back since he broke his hand. And he was planning to fight February 2nd or February 3rd for CES, but he got the call 10 days and he did it. So kudos to him and spectacular. I'm glad he's in there. So the world can see the talent he has. Also shout out to Kevin Kautar, Rob Font, and Kyle. I can't pronounce the name, but those guys are the same management company that I work for. And they definitely put on a show.
We're live here with Justin the Fort Sumter calling in. Has a big fight coming up in South Carolina, and we was just speaking about Matt Passett, who just jumped on that last card, and they were saying a lot of high stuff about it. Like they were giving him some big praise. I noticed the announcing team, and it looks like even though he did have that loss, it was still a good fight for him because he did what he had to do to make an impression, and he might stay on that roster over there. Do you think he will stay on that roster?
Yeah, definitely. That guy, I'm not saying he was a slouch, but he was a really good wrestler. And the first round was, I think Matt had it, but the second and third, he just getting prepared for a game plan, getting prepared for a wrestler. It doesn't take 10 days. You can't get prepared for a wrestler in 10 days. He did a really good job of defending most of the takedowns, and he showed that he had the skill, but with more time, he definitely can show that he is world-class athlete.
Do you still have your eyes set on that Contender Series thing? Now, I know you spoke about that before, but now it seems like you're looking past it and like, screw it, just put me on the damn roster. Let's get this going. Is that what you rather see?
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, you know, like, hey, if they offer it, they offer it. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go out and perform.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they give me the call, hey, I want you on this Contender Series, hey, you know, I'll definitely do it. If they give me that short notice call where I can, you know, fight in front of millions of fans and millions of people across the world, hey, I'm down to do that too. So either or.
There you go, Justin Sumter on the line. I'm looking forward to this. Give us the date, the location, and again, before we let you go over here.
It's going to be February 16th in Spartanburg, South Carolina, for Warfare MMA and 864 Fighting Championships. Right. I don't have the link now, but hopefully next week or sometime I can share you the link, and it's actually, you can actually pay for it. They have like a pay-per-view service, only like $15. So wherever you are, you can actually take a look at it.
There you go. All right, Justin, thank you very much for calling in. And yeah, as soon as you have that information, hit me up and let's get you back on the show.
Definitely, man.
All right, Justin, be good, man. All right.
All right, peace.
Justin the Fort Sumter over there. How about that? Justin Sumter coming in. And I have a special place in my heart for Justin. Justin, first ever pro MMA fighter to come on to the MMA-Holes, and definitely a dysfunctional show at that. You thought it was dysfunctional now. Jeez, run it back to that show when Justin came on. He came on a couple of times before. The Fort, I've seen him fight live. I'm telling you guys, keep an eye on this dude, man. This dude does not waste any time. He's one of those don't blink fighters, Justin the Fort Sumter. So there we go. Justin calling in. All right, that's pretty cool. Hey, any other fighters want to call in? Knock yourself out. We're going to take some more phone calls over here. 516-522-0267. I'm going to take one more call. We're going to do topics, and then we're going to go into Jesse Bellhill after show. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'm having a good time tonight. We got 7,260 subscribers over here. If you did not share this stream, I do not know what you're waiting for. Thank you for those donations, by the way. I mean, without you guys, this show wouldn't go and flow. So the donations are very much appreciated. And remember, at any time, if you want to interrupt the show, like the phone calls, I can hang up on you. The donations, I can't do it. So, you know, that is a way to crowbar yourself into the show. So I do appreciate that. CC Ryder says, yo, 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 hoes. We got, oh, holy shit. We got 62 likes. Let's do it. 10 more likes. That's right. Make them dance with likes. Go.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you. Dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
We have a lot of things to cram into this show, so get your calls in right now. Opening it up. 516-522-0267. Let me know what you thought about Justine Kish jumping in on the lines. Justine was awesome. I can't wait to have her back on and to discuss. I'm just fascinated with me, and we spoke about this the first time she came on, and when any of these MMA fighters come on, the feeling of the cage closing, the door closing, you know, and the crowd roaring. You're just looking around and absorbing what's going on. The fucking heart must be beating out of your fucking chest. Must be insanity. I couldn't imagine what these athletes do. They put themselves in this gladiator mindset and go in there and battle an opponent and pummel the face to victory. It's an unbelievable sport. So I have the utmost respect for these people that enter the cages. Even though this is a circus of autism that we like to call the MMA-Holes, there is nothing but respect to these people over there. But Jesus Christ, it is really something else. All right, so there is a Bellator event as well that Dan from Oregon was dropping in, and I need to check that out. I think it's this Friday. So I want to see who's on this card. He said that Lorenz Larkin was on his card. I'm going to do this on the fly. I didn't know Bellator. Bellator does such a shit poor job of promoting their fights. And yeah, look at this. January 26th, Larkin versus Gonzalez. Is it like a secret? Is Bellator like the best kept secret out there? Justin says, yeah, calm as a cucumber. And he really is. I've seen him. There's no fucks given. I'd shit my pants. This is Brandon. Oh, God. Sorry, D-Man. Carrie, what's up? What else we got? I think she's cool as shit, says Marky Wahoo. All right. Ann H. with the Weiss is Darth Bane. But, yeah, we got this shit going on. So we're going to check that out on Fuqua Fridays. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
What up, it's Dan from Oregon.
Hey, Dan. What's going on? It's a nice thing that you called.
Not much.
I'm pulling up the Bellator card.
Well, good. I'm trying to pull it up as well.
Right.
I was taking a look at this. Man, I don't know. I love the show. I love everybody in the chat. All you sickos, you know this. And I'm looking at your numbers, man, and every time we do a Fight Buddies, we're pulling in good numbers. And the Bellator ones, oddly, do really well. Maybe it's only when Tito and Chael come in, but with this Bellator, let's get real. We got no heavyweights to look forward to. There's a guy over here on Bellator. I think he's 18-0 or 14-0, something crazy, out of Washington State or something. He's fighting. And then Kendall Grove is on this card. I saw an interview with MMA Junkie I'm going to have to check out. And then Lorenz Larkin, he was coming over from UFC, so I always love to see that. And, yeah, I love to support all of them, man. So I see that out there. Well, as you're looking at it, what are you thinking?
Well, all right, and thank you for the call, Dan. This Bellator card, I mean, listen, I'm not going to go crazy over it. We met Larkin when Bellator was in New York, and we rated the whole Luke Thomas thing, and Lorenz Larkin's like, he's a really good dude. Really, really. He put up with 2 of my trolling experiences, and he was a class act, so Lorenz Larkin is awesome. You could run it back and check that out. But as a card over here, I'm not like, oh, my God, I can't wait to watch this, but Dan has a good idea. On Fuqua Fridays, we have Jessie on, our moderator, so make sure you subscribe to her. And we have a laid-back version of just MMA and just bullshitting with you guys, you know, having a little bit of fun. But there is MMA there, and if the fact that these fights are going on is why the fuck not? Let's watch the fights together, right? MJ Matthews over here, Kendall Grove. Yeah, that's actually not a bad fight. Listen, this is just something to pass time until UFC Fight Night, Charlotte. That's what it is. It's a little pastime over here. So why the fuck not, right? Let's watch it together. If you're going to be here on Friday night for Fuqua Fridays, well, let me know with the ones in the chat. And we'll watch Bellator together like a big, happy Fuquen family. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. Let's have a couple of calls over here. Yeah, Bellator, you know, I mean, I just don't like the way they market this organization. I don't like how they have that tape delay stuff in certain spots. I'm not feeling that, the way Bellator does that, but I have a guilty pleasure towards Bellator. I really do. I have that guilty pleasure over there with Bellator, so I will be watching. 64 likes. That means 10 more likes. Get us to 70. Let's go. Let's have 70 likes on a Wednesday night.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you.
Dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There you go. Kenshiro live. Kenshiro, the real Kenshiro Ryu, live on the MMA-Holes. Kenshiro, what's up?
Hey, what do you think of Roy McDonald making $100,000 in his last Bellator fight from Bellator and about $300,000 from his sponsors?
He made $100,000. That was his purse money. $100,000 from Bellator.
Yeah, that's his purse, and he said to Arrow today that he probably made at least $300,000 from his sponsors. You know.
Jesus Christ. So
and Chael and Rampage both made $300,000 each from Bellator, which they don't deserve, right? But that's big money, you know?
That's that Paramount money. That's what that is. This Paramount that took over Spike, they have big bucks, and they're really pushing this Bellator shit. They are throwing money around left and right. I can't see the ratings being there, but maybe they see something with this company. I don't know, man. It's amazing. It's amazing how much support Paramount's given them. They're in the right hands with Scott Coker, I think. I think Scott Coker is a fucking brilliant man. So I think they're in the right hands with him, and I love what he did with Strikeforce. So maybe that's what it is. They're just believing in that bloated fat face of his. I don't know. But Kenshiro, what do you think? I mean, I think
well, for Rory, it's great for him because, you know, Canada is like the companies in Canada. They only have Rory and GSP to sponsor, right? So they're so desperate, you know. So if Rory went in there and win or lose, he was getting the $300,000 for sponsorship. But if now that he has a belt, man, I mean, Rory could not even get like even close to like $20,000 from Reebok in the UFC. Now he got $300,000. I think the next fight as a defending champion, he could probably end up getting like over $1 million in sponsorship. You know,
it's not without the realm of reason. I can't fucking talk today, but it's not impossible. It really isn't impossible. You know, I mean, if they're paying this money now, and this is without the pay-per-views and stuff like that, they're very limited with their pay-per-views, you know? So if they're doing this now, it's just a matter of time before they can pull that off. They need to grow these young studs, these Picos, and who knows, Michael Venom Page and stuff like that. But if they could grow these young studs, this farm system of fighters, and then mix them with these circus fights, I think it can work. Can it beat out the UFC? Not for a very long time, but never say never. Kenshiro, never say never.
Yeah, I'm on the Pico hype train, man. The kid has great knockouts. You know, just feed him like 3 or 4 more like cans, and just let him knock them out in like dramatic fashion, and then you got a superstar, just like a fake Conor. You know?
yeah. They're looking for that. I think they thought James Gallagher was going to be the guy. That's what I think they thought. You know, like James Gallagher was going to be the kid, and you still never know. He's got that swag and shit like that.
James didn't fight for a long time, right?
Yeah, he got hurt, and he's still running around on Instagram, so I'm assuming he's coming back now. But he's
still undefeated, though, right? In Bellator.
I tell you what. I mean, I know he fought like Machida's retarded brother. You know, I know he got that win over like a 42-year-old Machida. Okay. But James Gallagher, what has he done wrong? You know, I mean, he has that swag. He's literally carbon copying, like he's like mini-me of McGregor over there. So maybe he is the guy. He looks great on the ground. His striking is suspect, but he looks fantastic on the ground. Maybe
I think Pico is moving ahead of James Gallagher in terms of being the Bellator like 145 pounder.
Mm-hmm. Well, chicks dig the long ball or the hard punch. You know, the knockout artists are the one that people look for. And Pico, God, he fucking hits hard. He hits hard.
I've never seen a body blow knockdown before.
Isn't it like the way he throws his punches? I mean, he literally throws everything but the kitchen sink. Everything's going into his punches. You know, I don't know how his ground game is. Honestly, I'm not very familiar with him as a whole. I just know he hits hard. And he fucking really does hit hard. There's not many guys that throw as hard as him, especially at 145. I don't know. Do you really think he's the real deal?
Yeah, go ahead. What happened?
Do you believe he is indeed the real deal, or do you think they're feeding him people to win? Because if you look at his first fight, he caught a major L in his first fight. Do you think they're just feeding him cans?
I don't mind them feeding him cans because I just want to see some cool knockouts, you know? To me, Bellator is like the second-rate like MMA company.
Mm-hmm.
So if they just want to entertain us, you know, with the freak shows, the Grand Prix, you know, if they try to set up Pico to this knockout cans, it's fun, you know. There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the purpose. And thank you for the call, Kenshiro. That is the purpose of fucking Bellator, right? It's not. I mean, you really can't take it really much serious when you got guys like Chael Sonnen on top of the list of fight cards. But you want to see the knockouts, the finishes, you know, you want to see crazy shit go on. And that's what you see with Bellator. You know, you see the circus stuff. But underneath all that fluff that Bellator throws at you, that WWE bling that they flash upon you, there are some hidden gems within Bellator. So I like what they're doing there. And it's only a matter of time to see what happens. How do I turn the captions on? That's a good question. I think it's a CC somewhere underneath over there. Kenshiro Ryu calling in. CM Punk will be champion in 2018, says Brandon. Thug chokes out Punk. Hey, Chris, how much gel do you use to get that fuckboy hairstyle? Well, in fact, that is not gel. It's a fun fact. I'm going to say something to you guys right now. I'm going to change men's bum lives right now. If you look at the product inside that hair, it's beautiful. I have headphone hair. Anyway, stop using gel, men. Okay? You're not going to get any ass. Well, unless if you're married, you're not going to get any ass either. But you're not going to get any ass with hair gel. Hair gel is so 10 years ago. What you need to use is this. I'm going to change your fucking bum lives. If you're a man or a young man or a child, I don't know, that puts product in your hair, you need to get what's called hair wax. All right? You go to sleep with hair wax, you move it around, it's back to normal again. Right? Anything that happens to your hair, you can just put it wherever the fuck you want to put it. Hair wax will change your life. Now, if you have long, flowy hair, then knock yourself, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But hair wax is the way to go. Look into it. You'll see. It'll change your life. It doesn't get flaky and gross and hard like a fucking helmet. Like, my hair is like fluffy and cute. It's cute. There you go. Tommy Bones jumping in. Hey, Tommy fucking Bones. Supporting the cause. Thank you, Tommy. I do appreciate that. If you guys want to slap us with a donation, we got a half an hour to get in there. So link in the description for our Streamlabs. And there is a little dollar symbol underneath the comment section.
Chat.
Making Connor fly.
I live upstairs from Barclays, the red module buildings. I didn't know you last year. But this time we party upstairs, go to garage and scare the fighters.
All right, I got a little weird and then I got fun at the end. Tommy Bones, I better see you at the Barclays Center, and this is what we're going to do for the weigh-ins, okay? For the UFC 223 weigh-ins at the Barclays Center. I'm doing it again, okay? I am going to the Barclays Center, and I am going to crash the weigh-ins. We're going to get white boy wasted after the weigh-ins. We're going to live stream outside. We're going to cause a scene. The Barclays Center has been a great place for me to attack. It's just situated perfectly for me to do my retarded attacks. We met Paulie Malignaggi out there. We met some weird people. We met Matt the Horror out there. I don't even know. Weird people hang out outside the Barclays Center. We'll go get some beer afterwards, drink scotch, whatever the fuck you want to drink. We'll do some shots, and we will get properly drunk UFC 223. So mark your calendar, motherfuckers. And Tommy Bones, I hope to see you there as well. Let's get all the MMA holes over there on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, plan the trip now. It's in April. You got plenty of time to do it. Get over to New York. And it's KHABIB versus Ferguson. You got fucking, it's just ridiculous. You got Joanna versus Rose. Iaquinta versus Felder has been dropped on that card. The thing is going to be bomb.
Super chat.
Tommy Bones says as well.
I love Jessie Babies. She here too. Couldn't chat.
I don't see Jessie. I don't know. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's in the chat over there. Go say hello to Jessie in the chat, our moderator. Make sure you subscribe to Jessie. She's going on very shortly. Now, things got flipped around. I will be taking phone calls at the very, very end. But we have something that we have to do over here. What do you think? I'm not going to do... Of course I'm going to do it. Topics. Can't do it without topics. Topics. Everybody say it. Let's run through some quick topics over here. Now check this out. There's no excitement in this fight. There's no excitement in this fight, shit. I'm back. Bang, motherfucker. That's right, Nate Diaz. Nate fucking Diaz is back in business. Nate Diaz will be fighting like May, June, somewhere around there. He will be fighting. So guarantee it. Dana White made an announcement saying, yeah, the Diaz brothers will be back, saying that they're both going to be back. But Nate is giving you his word that he will be back. Justine Kish was live as well on the MMA-Holes. So if you missed that, make sure you run it back and go check out our good friend, Justine Kish. She's fighting this weekend, UFC Fight Night Charlotte over there. So Justine is awesome. Justine is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, here we go. Go to Top Bigs.
Super chat.
Fucking Top Boats.
Lol, I saw you at MSG. I had my girl in Barclays Center.
Wait, hold on. Were you there, Tommy? You saw me at MSG. I was at MSG making a scene, and I had my girl at Barclays Center. Did you see me live streaming, Tommy? Let me know in the chat if you saw me live streaming. And if not, yo, let's come by, say hello. I don't have to put you on camera. If you're a little shy, I will not put you on camera over there. It's fine. But we definitely got to meet up. You know, for those of you that don't want to be on camera and don't want to jump in on the live streams, that's fine. There are people the last time that didn't want to be on camera either, so that's fine. We definitely have to get some drinks because there's nothing better than going to the Barclays Center and drinking with a man with a magical beard. There really is nothing better. Here he is, Kevin Lee to Nate Diaz. Step up or shut the fuck up and go back to riding bikes, says Kevin Lee, who is going for the money fight against Nate Diaz. Kevin Lee going for the money fight, according to Bloody Elbow. And here he goes, put your money up. Then Nate Diaz, or shut the fuck up and go back to riding bikes. And he's throwing it out there on Twitter. I don't think Nate even responded to that because I don't think Nate really cares. Here we go over here. Check this out over here on Sherdog. UFC offered Gunnar Nelson Darren bout as headliner for London card on March 17th. So Darren Till, the fan favorite over there, Darren Till is going to be fighting in London. But Tommy Bones is here and says,
what's up with Nathan Alvarez? It's on 100%.
You know what? It's not 100%. Thank you, Tommy, for the wonderful, wonderful donation.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's not 100%. But it has been thrown out there, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, Gunnar Nelson, check this out. Gunnar Nelson, Darren Till. All right? That's what the UFC wants for London. I need to know in the chat right now, and we will discuss this Eddie Alvarez versus Diaz thing because it is out there. There's like fake posters being put out there, and Eddie Alvarez is putting it out as well. Haven't heard shit about Nate. But if it breaks, shoot me a DM, and I'll put it up. What do you guys think? Darren Till versus Gunnar. Yay or nay? I want to know in the chat if you'd like to see that fight. Gunny, I want to see it. Darren Till, Gunnar Nelson. I think that's actually it's a sick fight. I'm down with that. I'm DTF. I'm down to fight on that one. All right. I don't know where I'm meeting. Carrie, you coming? Come to New York. Kevin Lee is a D-bag, says Kelly Vin. I kind of agree. He grew on me a little bit. He's a little less of a D-bag. He's not like Tyron Woodley level. He's all right. He seems like a nice kid. Nate 3 brain cells left Diaz and has a bike. His ex goes, I got 3 days. I got 3 brain cells left. I'm on my bike. Gunnar Nelson wants to get killed. I see. This is Jay Smooth. That was actually pretty funny. Kevin's first successful jokes is Darth Bane. Alvarez won't beat Diaz, says Marky Wahoo. Till we murder. Let's see what we got. Till will murder him. So Till murder, says Jay. Thomas Lynch. Till wins. Gunnar wanna die. All right. Gunnar. Oh, wow. Everyone's just like, fuck you, Gunnar. Chris, your beard is swole. That's true. It's wonderful. It's good, actually.
That's it. Yeah, good.
Till versus Wonder Boy, says Frank Pavon. That's what Till wants. Rest in peace, Nelson, says Darth Bane. Abba, welcome. Chris is genius. That's true. It's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Dan from Oregon says, that was the news back in November on Twitter. That passes it for journalists today. Clickbait BS. Yeah. So, I mean, I did hear about that before, too. It's something to think about. And if I had to guess, I would say that Darren Till will murk him too. Anytime Gunnar Nelson gets into that like real big spotlight fight, he just fails. He just falls and fails. Till is overrated. I'm going for Game of Thrones' Pulse Reloaded. So Till KO, says Brian Reuter. Seems like it's majority Till on that one if that fight does happen. Jessica Rose Clark details horrific robbery that took place days before UFC St. Louis. Now, Jessica Rose Clark, who was on Ariel Helwani, but more importantly, Jessica Rose Clark was on Kobe's Corner. So make sure you click the link in the description to take yourself in that direction. But Jessica Rose Clark, who I was a fan of from the very beginning, before the Paige Van Zandt shit, there was something about her that I thought was very marketable. I liked her fighting style. She said at 125, she felt way stronger, than Rose. And she had something happen where people broke into her house and kicked the fuck out of her cat. Love Jessie Bell, says Tommy Bones. So yeah, this poor girl, Jessica Rose Clark, has burglars come in and kick the fuck out of her cat. Really? By the way, thank you for the Cyborg slap donations on last Fuko Friday and during the Fight Buddies. I find myself singing that fucking donation. I want to see the flap. Yeah, that's a good one. It's my favorite one. It's probably my favorite donation.
Wonderful.
I do appreciate that one. So thank you guys. Jessica Rose Clark right there. Next, topics. Here we go. Bloody Elbow back. Here's why everyone's laughing at UFC Austin poster. Is this real? Cowboy, Medeiros, and Lewis versus Tabor. Is this fucking real? Or am I seeing things? Hold on. What the fuck's going on here? Is that real? That can't be real, right? This doesn't look real. Right? Is this real? Hold on. Official UFC Austin poster. Yeah, it is. UFC on Twitter. Come on. This can't be real. It looks like a video game. Like Cowboy looks like all fat and bloated. It's like a weird video game with the draped flag over his shoulder. And isn't Medeiros American too? So why does he have the American flag over his shoulder? And then you have Lewis, who has the American flag over. Okay. But isn't Yancey from Hawaii? Right? It's a good fight. Cowboy versus Yancey. I'm down with that fight. But the fucking post is horrific. The post is horrific. I think my nephew can do this, who only has a few years of life on this earth. Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, it does, right? The UFC doesn't give a fuck about posters. I mean, let's be honest. This is the most retarded UFC poster I've seen. It is easily the most no fucks given poster I've ever seen. This is ridiculous. This is something like you see in that backyard alley where they throw a cage up. The door doesn't even close to the cage. Fucking the fence is falling apart. And you see his poster up. You know, the backyard brawl. The backyard brawl in Texas. And then you see this fucking poster. It is horrific. But he moved here he's from Brazil, Yancey? Is he from Brazil? I thought he was like Hawaiian or some shit. That's what I thought. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I thought he was. Here's the Diaz brothers. Well, regardless, there he is, Cowboy Cerrone with the horrific poster. I mean, talk about Photoshop. It doesn't even look like him. It doesn't even look like Cowboy. I love Mary Jane, says Tommy Arnold. I don't know. That's a bizarre poster. What do you guys think about this poster? Let me know in the chat. What are your feelings about that thing? I think it's horrific. So, I don't know. If I was Cowboy, I'd be like, really, dude? All right, Tony Ferguson, MMAfighting.com says, Tony Ferguson vows to dance circles around KHABIB Nurmagomedov and leave him bloody. The same thing I've been seeing. He's Hawaiian, says Cameron Olsen. All right, so I'm not the only one. Hell no, he's fucking Hawaiian. Yeah, what's going on here? Brazilian. All right, so there we go. It's cleared up. Chris, that Cowboy fight is one day before my birthday. And H, you got to get you some tickets for that. I hope Cowboy wins for you. So there you go. The chat room's chiming in. Very smart chat room over here. I might do a stream before. Says Kinshiro. Says the Carry Show. He always with Max in a play. There you go. There you go, Kinshiro. That's why he's Hawaiian. I knew something. He's always fucking chilling with Max Holloway. UFC 51 poster was all-time worst. This is Marky Wahoo. All right, let's go look at it. I don't even fucking remember. Let's see. The UFC 51 poster. UFC 51. Let's see, poster. I'm doing this in one hand. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta say, this is pretty fucking. It's pretty bad. Hold on. Let's see. Go back. We're gonna do a little test here. We're gonna do a test run. Which one's worst? Worst poster. What the fuck's happening here? Here we go. Okay. We're gonna do a little study over here.
Super chat.
That's pretty bad. Tommy
I
Bones.
just hit the like button, sing a fucking MMA song.
Sick of fuck. All right. Sure. Here we go, motherfuckers. It's time for an MMA song. Are you ready? Put your hands in the motherfucking air.
Wonderful, wonderful.
UFC posters. What's worse, this one or this? Let me know. This one or this? Let me know in the chat. Hit me with the FAP.
FAP.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. MMA in your fucking face.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Tommy Bones, for the donation. It's pretty evenly bad, to be honest with you. They're both horrific. So, okay. I don't know what just happened there. So Tony who would watch McGregor fight Cowboy Cerrone, says Johnny Pena. There was a time where that might be a fight that happened, and that is never going to happen. So there you go. All right. Ferguson saying he's going to dance circles around, right? Around Khabib Nurmagomedov and leave him bloody. Let me know, chat room. Is that going to happen? Is that going to happen? Let me know in the chat. Don't give a fuck about posters, says Brian Reuter. Will Tony Ferguson dance circles around Khabib and leave him bloody? That is what I see. I've been saying this forever, and I still stick with it. If McCrappy loses the belt, do you think he will ever get it back, says Nick Burnett. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't fight for a belt ever again. You know, with this whole Khabib and Tony thing, he might just fight Nate. I don't know. You all right, brother? Austin won his worst, says Thomas Lynch. Yancey versus Cowboy is going to be fucking awesome, says Darth Bane. Michael Angelo says no. He says no. CC Ryder says no. Caesar, no. Jay says no. Everyone's like, Khabib all fucking day. We got 10 more likes. 10 more fucking likes. Let's go. Like it, you lazy fucks.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There you go. Okay. There we go. That was fun. That was a good time over there. The chat room's on fire. The whole fucking chat room is completely on fire right now. Let's look at what else we got. Michael Bisping, MichaelBisping, Morning Report. Michael Bisping considering a fight offer for the UFC London, says family and friends want him to retire instead. Now this is another yes or no? What do you guys think? Should Michael Bisping retire? Okay, that is the question. Vigo says, I hope this show never ends. It's a never-ending show. Who wants that 24-hour show? Yeah. Should Michael Bisping retire? Yes or no? Let me know. Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Do you want Michael Bisping to retire? If he doesn't retire, I say Vitor Belfort, right? Michael Anzalone says yes. He wants him to retire. Darth hopes that the dislikes die of crippling depression. That'll be the next song. I hope the dislikes die of crippling depression. Yes, one more fight. There you go. No, I'd say retire. So he says no, actually. NH says no. James says no. King's Your Mother Ring says no. I hope Bisping collects more brain damage, so no. Says Jay Smooth. Stacey Keebler was so hot, says CC Ryder. NH says no. Jay Smooth. Let's see. He should retire, so that's yes. Abasali, I'm picking Yancey unless Cowboy can make it to the ground. Yancey's a fucking badass. We've seen him weather some storms, come back and finish. CC says, answer is yes, Bisping should retire because his eyes has already retired, says X-Ghost. So there you go. Michael Cockeyed Bisping, says Christopher Shelton. TRT Vitor slanted Bisping's eye like Kenshiro, says Kelly Van Hughes. Imagine if Belfort beats him again, then he retires to fight again, or tries to fight again, says, and again, says YouTube. So that would be something else, right? Type 1 if you want Chris to show the Instagram vid of me yelling MMA-Holes at the bar. This is Cameron Olsen. Let's see. Cameron, is that still fucking on there? Cameron, we haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, you motherfucker. Welcome back to the show. Cameron Olsen, he was in a bar, and he yelled MMA-Holes. James Holman says yes. Okay. Enough of that vote. Let's see what we got here in topics. Anything else? Anything else? Everybody take off your fucking pants and start to fucking dance. Yes. 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 Bloody elbow again. Dana White is going to call Nate Diaz right now, with a fight offer. Right now with a fight offer. He's going to call him up. He's like, Dana, I'm Dana White here. Yeah, Dan, you want? You want to fight? I want to fight. You just pay me that money. If you pay me that money, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to fight Conor. Right, Conor? Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. You're going to fight in May or June. And it's going to be great. You're going to fight Conor for the third time. All right? I'm going to fuck him guy. I'm going to fuck that guy up. Super chat.
Super chat.
Francis round 4 mouth open drooling sheer terror anguished.
Yeah. I think Kobe put a picture. And thank you, Tommy Bones, for the wonderful, wonderful donation. Yo, Tommy Bones making this motherfucker rain. That's right. He's making it rain. Let's see. Kobe's Corner put up a picture over here. Go check him out on Instagram. See if I can find it. Here's Kobe. If you guys missed this, Kobe is over. Kobe looks a little shy. He's like, hey, guys. I think Kobe and Rose would make a cute couple. Let me know in the chat. Do you think Kobe and Rose would make a cute couple over here? I think they would make a nice couple over there. Check them out. Great interview, by the way. He did it on his thing. And here's Francis Ngannou. This is courtesy of Kobe's Corner. So go check him on Instagram. Kobe's, Kobes _corner. And there's a link to this in the description to his channels. He's got multiple channels. Round 1, Francis looking fantastic. Round 2, Francis like, I'm a little tired. Round 3, this fucking sucks. Round 4, round 5, I don't know what I can't breathe. I can't breathe right now. 5 round problems with lungs and oxygen. Cannot breathe. Tommy is killing it with the donations.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Fucking wonderful, wonderful. You know how to do it? Listen to Nightbot. He could lead you in those directions and get you on your way. Here's the MMA-Holes living room. We haven't been here in a while, so hello, MMA-Holes living room. 72 likes. Let's get some more likes on the 72 likes. And, yeah, Conor McGregor. Let's see. Dana White is calling. Hold on a second. Fuck me in the ass. Dana White is going to call Nate Diaz right now. You can call me right now? You going to call me right now? You going to call me right now? Go on, wait, fun. Yeah, you're not calling me right now. Dana White is calling Nate Diaz right now with a fight offer. What is the fight offer? What is the fight offer? Here's the deal. I am opening up the phone lines at 516-522-0267. I want you guys to call me up right fucking now and let me know what is the fight offer. If you don't want to call and you're shy, well, hit me in that fucking box, that phone box over there, and let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you for the patrons over here. Thank you for those patrons. Thank you for the likes. And thank you for the wonderful, wonderful 7,260 subscribers. By this weekend, we'll do 7,300. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. We will be doing that. All right, here we go. What is the fight that Dana White offered Nate Diaz? What is it? Are you still friends with Diaper John Chris? Is Brian Roger? And the answer is yes. My bloody hanger. There it is, Jay Smooth. Yeah, Jay Smooth. Let's see if you can find it. Hold on. Look for Jay Smooth's bloody hanger. If you look around that living room, there's a lot of things to look at. You got Diaper John, Chris with a crown, Chris, Matt, Fat, Sarah, and Jim Norton, Jesse Bell Hill knocking out Ronda Rousey, V-neck t-shirt. You have a pigeon. You have a lot of things. Justin of Fort Sumter is there. Wonderful, wonderful. And on top, the right, is a bloody hanger in honor of Jay Smooth, the 6th man, who called in tonight. And I had to hang up on him. But Jay Smooth is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There you go. All right. That's right. That is right. Okay. Jesse Bell Hill will be going live very shortly. I need some sleep. 516-522-0267. Go subscribe to Jesse Bell Hill. She's going to be doing the after show. Great guest, Chris. Home run sock cucka, says Darth. Honestly, I got to say this. I think Justine was great. I really do. She likes to talk. It's fine. You know, sometimes you have guests on that like to talk, but it's better than listening to a guest that gives you like a one-word answer and just like, you know. So she likes to talk. It is on the ceiling, Cece. So I think Justine is fucking awesome. I cannot wait to have Justine back on. If you're still watching, good job. And good luck with the fight this weekend. Justine Kish. And if you're just Justine, if you're just jumping in, I can't fucking talk. What's wrong with me today? I gotta move. I got so many things open on over here. I gotta close this shit up. All right, let's go to UFC.com. UFC.com this weekend. We're gonna be talking about this more on Friday with Fuqua Fridays. We're gonna dabble into this a little more. Jacare versus Brunson. Thanks to T-Man too. T-Man tomorrow night. I'm going to be on T-Man's channel. There's a link in the description. I didn't pump it out there, guys, but I will be hosting a show on T-Man's channel. If those of you are like, who the fuck is T-Man, right? Who the fuck is T-Man?
Who the fuck is that guy?
That man is a special man that plays music on YouTube. He has a wonderful, wonderful channel over there. Go subscribe to him. There's a link in the description. He's also on our featured channels. And I will be hosting a show over there tomorrow, so check that out. Will this show be replayed to CC Rider? Yeah, you could just run it back. I don't know what that fucking means. It's on YouTube. You could, of course, it'll be replayed. She made the best of a shitty situation, says V. That's true. Isn't it weird that Jessie pulls higher ratings in the after show than the show? Well, listen, it's a better show. What do you want me to say? It's just a better fucking show than my show, right? Yo, I'm trying to call in. What's the number? Cameron Olsen is 516-522-0267. Get it on the lines. Vitor versus Nick, says Dan from Oregon. I would say yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know how that would work out, but it seems like it would work. I'd be in. Darth Bane on the phone blasting is always entertaining. Yeah, Darth got in with the fake Kenshiro, or the real Kenshiro, whatever you want to call him. Calling you Fuchs is NH. We're only going to take this a couple. We started the show about 10 minutes later, I think, or 5 or I don't even know. But we'll go a couple of minutes later and roll you into Jessie's show. So give us a call. Gaith G versus Nate. I do want to see that. By the way, there is posters. Hold on. There are posters. So let's go back to Instagram. We should just do a show where we just creep on Instagram, right? And go check out Kobe. Don't forget to do that. Also, the MMA-Holes. What the fuck you guys waiting for? Bang! What? Bang! Right over there at the MMA-Holes. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Best place is Twitter for me, man. But it's at the MMA-Holes across the board. So go give me a follow over there, and you'll see some more shite over there. And here we go. Stipe! Did I fucking... Oh, by the way, thanks to Justine. Check this out over here. Here, Justine threw us a nice fucking blast. There is Justine over there. And she gave us a nice little shout out here on Instagram. So Justine Kish, let's go over to Justine. Bada bing, bada boom. There she is. Go check her out on Instagram. There you go. And there's the comments. Can't wait to watch. See, Christopher Potts. Christopher_Potts model. Can't wait to watch. There you go. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? And where you from?
What up, Chris? It's Cameron.
Is this Cameron? What's up, man?
Yeah. I'm from California, but I'm in Vegas right now.
So what is going on? We haven't seen you in a hot minute. You're back in business. What's give us an update on the life.
Yeah, for like 6 months I was up in Alaska working on a fishing boat.
You were up in Alaska working on a fishing boat? Was that really happening?
Yeah. In the Bering Sea. I was up there for 6 months. I'm going to go back in like a month, too.
Okay, so hold on. I'm pulling up your... Are you fucking with me? What is it? What are you, fucking Forrest Gump? Are you serious or no?
Yeah, I'm serious.
All right. Oh, here we go. Look at this shit. I'm just pulling up your Instagram, and here's you by a beach. Hold on. Is that your son, by the way, with money? What is this? Is this a...
Yeah, that's my son.
Well, good-looking kid over there. He's going to be a heartbreaker with all that money in his hand. He's going to be definitely... I see you with a penis fish, it looks like. There's a fish in a boat. It kind of looks like a upside-down hanging penis. Is this the rare penis fish that you caught? I don't know. I'm on your...
It's an Alaskan codfish. Those fuckers get huge, too.
Jesus Christ.
Like 60-pound fish.
That is a pretty big fish. Now, Cameron, you are wonderful, wonderful. I see you with the cigar over here. You look like a dapper young man over here, killing it. You actually fight as well, too, correct?
I did for a while, but I haven't in a minute, actually. I have 9 MMA fights and 2 kickboxing fights.
Oh, good stuff over there. Why'd you stop fighting? Just kind of wanted to move on?
I never trained the ground game enough, and I have like hella losses in a row because I kept getting submitted.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're live here.
I'm a stand and bang type of fighter.
There you go. I'm just a bang type of fighter. That's all I like to do. But let's see what we got over here. I'm trying to look. Where is that video? I'm trying to look where it is. Hold on. Where you shouted at the MMA-Holes. That was fucking hilarious, by the way. I want to see if I can find it. Scrolling through your Instagram. So what's on your mind, man?
Not much, man. I won some money on the Cormier fight last weekend.
All right. Good stuff. It's a good win right there. That was a good pick. I have a feeling.
Just in vacation mode right now, bro.
That's right. There you go, doing your thing. Where the fuck is this video? I'm looking all over. I can't find it. I guess it was a while ago. This was a while ago, actually, this video. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it was like 8 months ago, 9 months ago.
This is ridiculous. So it's a baby ago. Anyway, I'll keep on looking for it, see if I can find it. But anyway, you shouted out MMA-Holes. It was pretty fucking funny. And if anyone else wants to do it, just scream out MMA-Holes are wonderful, wonderful. Make sure you tag us, and we'll put it on the show. But I know I played it on the show before when you did it. I can't fucking. I'm gonna throw up. All right, so go follow Cameron. What else is on your mind, man?
I mean, shit, I don't know, bro.
All right.
I'm excited for Nate to come back. My younger brother actually trains with the Diaz brother. Right now, he's an amateur champion. He's about to go pro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if there is anyone that likes to come on the show, a little pro action fighting, give us a call. And especially if you're on, I know you're on the West Coast, but if someone's on the East Coast and wants to get some shit done, I mean, we do have some promotions that we're friendly with over here. It'd be nice to have a little MMA-Hole action, with the fighters. But what do you think of the fight?
Yeah, get me into contact with one of those promoters. I'll go out and fight somebody.
Oh, would you? Yeah, but on the East Coast.
Yeah, get me somebody that likes to stand and fight.
What weight class?
It would be right now. I'm about 160, but I could make it to 45 or 35.
Let's see. We should make you fight DeReal. Are you familiar with DeReal?
I'm not sure. I'll fight him.
Yeah, DeReal he's one of our token thugs that we have in the chat. He has I don't know if he's here. He's Team Jessie. Anyway, I don't know. Would you fight a black man?
Yeah, I'm trying to go pro. Is he professional?
Oh, yeah, he's a professional idiot.
Same here. So it's a perfect matchup.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, maybe we could work something out. If you are serious about it, on the East Coast, that we could definitely put something together.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Good stuff. Thanks for the call, man. All right. There he goes. Cameron coming in. He's actually a good guy. Let's see. What else? Who is fighting in the UFC this weekend? We spoke about it, Brian. Maybe if you were here when the fucking show started, you would fucking know who is fighting this weekend. Jacare Souza versus Derek Brunson. Bermudez versus Andre Fili. Rinaldi versus Gregor the Gift Gillespie, who called in the show. We didn't invite him. He called in anyway. Dober versus Camacho. And we got a good card over here. Bobby Green. What the fuck? Bobby Green is fucking wonderful, wonderful, coming off that fun fight, the last one. And some good shit over here. For a fight night, it is what it is. But boom! Justine Kish will be here. So we'll be live for that. We'll doing some fight reactions for Justine, a friend of the show. Hope she catches that L over there. Okay. So I think we're done. Right? I think we are done. I do appreciate you guys watching on TGIW. We do this every weekend, so if you're not subscribed, drop in a sub on our box. 7,300 is coming for you, and Tommy Bones is fucking killing it. He's killing it right now with the donations. Tommy Bones is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
There we go. Tommy Bones, you better meet up in Brooklyn. We'll buy you a beer or two or tree.
Someone make that Francis meme, please. Round 4 weary.
That's what you want, the Francis meme. Yeah, fucking Francis Ngannou. Hilarious, man. To see the stages of exhaustion over there. I took great pride in that fight. I was very happy with my pick with Stipe. A lot of people were just like, fuck, Stipe's not going to win and blah, blah, blah. Shooter fighting a chink, says Jay Smooth. All right, I am hitting him up on Instagram, says Marky Wahoo. Marky, you want a little action with that? Credit to Marky Wahoo, man, slipping in on the DMs. Remember, guys, if you want to shoot me a DM or anything outside of the MMA-Holes, check this out. Social is at the MMA-Holes. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And that is the order. Alaska shout-out, says Tommy Bones. There you go, Alaska shout-out. I'm subscribed already. Sheesh. All right, CC. Thank you. Yeah, so check us out over there. Once again, I want to give my thanks which I have to give to the people that support the show. Those people, the Tommy Bones donations, anyone that contributes to the show, I can't thank you guys enough for actually coming back and donating to the show. I really do appreciate it. So the donators and the supporters on Patreon are awesome. The people that like these videos are above and beyond the best people on YouTube. And the people that share these videos are very, very important to me. Sharing these videos is what spreads the word. Share these videos, tag fighters, tag Luke Thomas, Luke Thomas. Tag that motherfucker, right? And that's that. Did you ever do that patron for the dog, says Tommy Bones? Yeah, it's right there. So there's a link in the description, guys. There's a Patreon link. You just click on that motherfucker, and you are aboard the Swole Patreon. We have a Discord that runs over there, different packages, but honestly, it's just a monthly way to support the show, as low as like $2. So it's really cool. By the way, credit to Jessie, man. Jessie's killing it on Patreon. Jessie's got good packages over there. Jessie, she just does a good thing over there, and she will be live right now. She's going to be live. So thank you guys for watching. How many people are going to be in the Jessie Bell Hill party? Hit me with the ones right now in the chat. Hit me with the ones. I will be live on T-Man's channel. There's a link in the description to that. Tomorrow, we're going to have a little bit of fun over there on T-Man's channel, and he does a great thing over there, and I'll be hosting a show. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll have a little bit of fun. Round 4, he made the classic face, like, what the fuck am I doing here with the mouth wide open? Tommy's loving it. Go want after chugging a beer. Good night. There you go. Wank after chugging a beer. Good night. There you go, Mark. Wahoo, I'm down. Chris, I've been here since you had 800 subs. Notice me. I do notice Tim F. Tim F's been around for a hot minute. And welcome back, Tim F. Fuck Luke Thomas, is Kelly Hughes. You have a great night, and above all, stay wonderful, wonderful. That's right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Michael Anzalone, NH. Those are the people that will be there. Christian Beasley, Brandon, CC Ryder will be there. Jesse, how long are you going to do your Too Close Tot He Giant Mike show? What? Too Close Tot He, I don't know. That's from Max Ghost. That was dope. Thanks, Chris. Says Cameron Olsen. You're the man. You're the man. You're the man. All right. If you guys missed the Justine Kish interview, run it back and let me know down below in the comments. This is what I want to know. Will Justine Kish, who is fighting on this card this weekend over here, UFC Fight Night, North Carolina, Justine Kish, friend of the show, will she win? How will she win? Will she lose? How will she lose? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you tomorrow on T-Man's and Friday for Fook Off Fridays. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you in JBH's after show over there. Go subscribe and always remember, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.